Hi, this is Ruth Karras. I'm a professor of history at Trinity College, Dublin, and I'm happy to participate in the Decameron in the Time of Coronavirus project. I'm not going to talk about a medieval story, but it is one that has a bit of relevance for medievalists. So the story is The 9 Billion Names of God by Arthur C. Clarke, written in 1953. So Arthur C. Clarke was a British writer of speculative fiction who is possibly the greatest science fiction writer ever. And certainly he really dominated the second half of the 20th century, although he first began publishing his science fiction in the 1930s. He's probably best known as the author of 2001: A Space Odyssey, which, when he published it, of course, 2001 was way in the future. He also wrote or co-wrote the screenplay for the film of 2001: Space Odyssey, so extremely influential in that regard. He also wrote a number of other novels and great short stories. So this short story is called The 9 Billion Names of God, and it concerns a group of Tibetan monks who have taken it as their task to write down all the 9 billion possible names of God. And with the development of computer technology, they decide that this process can be very much speeded up by the purchase of a computer. Now, the story is written in 1953, and the kinds of things that they expect a supercomputer installed by a team of specialists to be able to do in 3 months, you could probably do in just a few minutes on a device that you carry in your pocket today. But it was written in 1953. The real point of this story, as far as I'm concerned, the last line of the story, which I won't tell you, still, probably 50 years since I read this story for the first time, it still sends chills up my spine. As a medievalist who is not a person of faith, I don't believe or practice any religion. It's always important to remind myself that I have to take religion seriously and take seriously the beliefs and practices of the people whom I study. This short story is sort of about a clash between belief and a supermodern rationality. And the resolution of this clash that comes with the end of the story, I think, is a salutary reminder to medievalists of how important it is to take seriously beliefs that you may not share.